Hey YouTube, this is kind of a difficult video for me to make. As you know, me and Brian have come from very conservative Catholic families. We were both raised in very conservative households. My spirituality has developed and changed many times over the years. I am now 40 years old, and it has completely gone from being a hardcore Catholic to being somebody who would consider themselves an atheist, back to being somebody who would call themselves Christian, and it basically has fluctuated a lot in my life. Calling yourself Christian and being gay is a very difficult thing to do because we live in a world full of very hateful Christians, and every once in a while we come across people who really kind of shock and disgust us. I try not to judge other people, even people who disagree with me. I really try not to judge. Brian helps me a lot with that. He tries to take the positive outlook on a lot in life. So I thought it was kind of funny that we had a video response this week to one of Brian's videos where this pastor from the South openly attacks Brian and our family. And I wanted to do a video response to that, but before I do that, I thought I would open up this video with a preacher that I do follow. His name's David, and he has a YouTube channel called The Pursuit Blog. I have had the pleasure over the last couple of years to watch David's opinion on homosexuality grow and develop, and I'm going to let him open up this video with his opinions on homosexuality.
Homosexuality in America is a touchy issue, and that's why I feel like I need to talk about it. Hello Internet, I'm David, and this is The Pursuit Blog. This video is directed predominantly toward homosexuals, because I want to talk to you, I want to hear from you. But before I go any further, you need to know something, especially if this is the first time you've ever seen one of my videos. And that is, I'm a Christian. And if that scares you, if that makes you withdraw some, I am very sorry. Because that means that you have been damaged, you have been mistreated by other people who carry the same name, Christian. And that is never a good thing.
You're right, David. It never is a good thing. And before we get to the rest of David's message, I want to share with you some parts of this gentleman, this preacher in the South, who made a video response to Brian's unplugged video. And this is not a Christian. This is not somebody who believes in equality for anybody. It's not somebody who believes in, religious freedom for different people. This is a very angry, hateful person. And sometimes, sadly, more often than not, this is the type of Christianity that we get to see as homosexuals. And I think his words speak, volumes. So I'm not going to give you his name. I really don't want to give him publicity, but I want you to check out his video.
And it is no use trying to even open up the Bible and trying to give these people what is natural law and what is natural use. But at the beginning of this wicked video, he starts out by saying, gay family values. Now, first of all, number one, if just by nature in itself, two gay people or two homosexualities or two homosexuals cannot produce a family. That is just sense in itself right there.
I'm fairly sure that my definition of family and your definition of family are completely different. And luckily for gay people in this country and around the world, the definition of family is slowly changing. Nowadays, more people in this country believe that gay and lesbian families are just as much family as heterosexual families. And you're right, me and Brian did not produce our children. Our children were produced by a heterosexual couple who failed them. We as a gay couple stepped up and adopted my children and created a family. Our concept of gay family values is that even gay people can have families, and that is what we teach here on our channel. I'll let you carry on.
And he's talking about natural law. So apparently they go to this hardware store and they use the plug thing right here, and they're plugging up and showing what's natural and how everything fits.
All right. Now this is what my youth pastor pulled out to show that two men don't work. This is the natural law argument in a nutshell. And this is what we saw in the video. But I wonder what those folks would say to these guys. Found wherever hardware stores are and wherever fire hazards are. Which just goes to show there is a fit for everybody.
Everything may fit, but everything has a proper function. Now, if you are a male What did the Most High make your rear end for? What is it for? What is the purpose for your rear end? What is the function of it? Because a female and a male, both, they have a rear end, and they got something that's called a butt hole. And I'm being very, very tactful even by using that type of a language. But there is something that is vile and nasty that comes out of those butt holes, if I'm making any sense. Now, there's no such thing as gay family values because two males cannot produce an offspring, therefore it is unnatural. I've got cows and dogs and chickens and goats. And if you don't know what nature is or natural law, then maybe a lot of you gay people need to come out here to a farm and take a look and see what even nature itself does through animals. Oh my. Like I said, I must be out of touch. And have a foul imagination to want to insert yourself in another man and perform that which is unseemly, perform that which is against natural law. Even the animals know better.
For most, sex may simply be the best way to produce offspring. But then there are some sexual practices that do not lead to birth. Take homosexuality. Humans are by no means the only life form to have found same-sex sex. In the wild, homosexuality seems rampant, and for the most part, homosexual animals appear to experience very little hostility. The response is positive. In fact, among certain species, homosexuality is more common in those individuals with status. The animal kingdom is certainly not exclusively straight. Over 400 species among every animal group and from all over the world are now known to engage in homosexuality.
Man, I tell you, this homosexuality stuff, see, what they're looking for is legitimacy. They're looking for people to approve and sanction their lifestyle. No, your lifestyle is against natural law. No. And one more thing. I have a solution to all this. Let's take all of the homosexuals, all the male homosexuals, and put them all on an island and leave them there for 50 years and come back after 50 years and let's see if they are still alive and well or if they become extinct.
Okay, I love that because you just defeated your own argument. You could take all of the lesbians and put them on one island. You can take all of the homosexual men and put them on another island. And in the next 50 years, it's true, we may disappear. But sadly, you've forgotten. We as homosexual people have been around as long as heterosexual people have been around. We are in your history. We will continue to be in your future. Because the one thing you tend to forget is we are your brothers, we are your sisters, we are your children, we are your mothers, we are your fathers. Gay people have existed as long as heterosexuality has existed. And we will continue to exist no matter what you do with the current situation of gay people in this country or in the world. We are in every nation. We are on every continent. We are in every country around the world. Gay people are natural. We continue to exist no matter what happens to us today. Just as long as there's nature, there will be homosexuality. And, on that topic, I think I'm going to let this video end with David, a Christian who really understands what it means to be a good Christian.
Too often people who call themselves Christians have taken upon themselves to demonize people who are not like them. They may have ridiculed you. They may have said very nasty things about you. And for that I really apologize. Some people even want to cram their agenda down your throat without considering who you are or considering your value as a human being. And it's just not right.